Hey Gary, this is Jim out here in Texas. Hope you're doing well. This is in response to a tweet that you sent me saying to essentially finish the rest of the story about farming. Hey, bottom line is this. 5-6 weeks ago you sent out a tweet that included a link to some interviews you did with the folks over at Inc.com, and from that interview, what I learned from it is a concept that was new to me: farming versus hunting. Farming concept that I took away was this, and what it means to me is this: is whenever you have opportunity to learn something new, stretch yourself and plant seeds for the future and building the business. Go out there and farm versus hunt. And with that said, that week we chose to pick up another restaurant chain. So only a 2-unit restaurant chain, but there's some new learnings for us. And we execute the basic platforms very well, but from a standpoint of how that particular restaurant chain is set up, even though it's only 2 units, it was very different for us. So we picked that up, and lo and behold, over the last 4 weeks, we've also picked up a 6-unit restaurant chain. And as I shared with you on a tweet this weekend, when you sent out that tweet on Sunday morning, I think it was, or afternoon, asking to your followers, hey, what are you doing today? I told you I was driving up from South Texas, finishing off a meeting with 2 managers who manage locations for a 6-unit restaurant chain that we just picked up about 4 or 5 weeks ago as a result of utilizing your farming concept. So again, we execute the basics as far as on the platforms, no problem. It's a no-brainer for us. We do a good job of that. However, this was a stretch for us from a geography standpoint. These locations are a good 5-6 hours from a driving standpoint, and the trade areas are very, very different as well too, from North Texas to South Texas, as you can imagine. So there was opportunity to farm there. And as you can imagine, at least for me, it is still hard for me to mentally wrap my mind around farming. The reason being is I hate leaving money on the table, but I know instinctively now it's the right thing to do for the future, to farm versus hunt. But I was so happy about a half hour ago or so, I sent over an email to my admin letting her know that anytime we're ready to bring on 6-unit chain or bigger, we're ready to go. We'll be ready to hunt and won't be leaving money on the table the next time, because what we've done is put processes and systems. We've already had a significant amount of learnings in the background from really a back office standpoint, how to support a 6-unit restaurant chain that's spread by a significant amount of geography across our state. So all good stuff. I want to say thank you very much for everything that you share. I know our business certainly wouldn't be this far without everything that I've learned from you, without question. And I hope that we, myself, can and somehow support you, help you out in some way. What you've done for us has just been significant and almost can't be described. So with that said, hope you have a great week, and thanks again for everything that you do and share.